All right, this exclamation point, it doesn't mean you yell 8. The exclamation point is called factorial. Okay? So, I don't know, write this, I guess, on your notes. Equals factorial. Okay, what does a factorial do? Well, if you have 8 factorial, oh, that's an ugly one. 8 factorial means 8 times 7 times 6 times 5 times 4 times 3 times 2 times 1. Okay? So, okay, now, when you get good at this, you can simplify these a lot faster, but I'm going to expand it to show you guys how to simplify it. So this right here is 8 times 7 times 6 times 5 times 4 times 3 times 2 times 1. And underneath it's 2 times 1 times 6 times 5 times 4 times 3 times 2 times 1. You guys see that? Okay, so do you see what you could cancel out?
All the 1s and 2s. All the 1s and 2s.
Okay, yeah, so this 1's gone with that, that 2's gone with that. Why are they gone? Because 2 divided by 2 is 1. It's like they cancel each other out. By 3's, by 4's, by 5's, by 6's. Anything else they cancel out? Yeah, this 1 doesn't really do anything. I mean, I'm just going to leave them there, though. But what about this 8 and this 2? The 2 becomes a 1, and the 8 becomes a 4. You guys remember simplifying fractions. So your answer is 28. Now that's one thing, to understand it when there's concrete numbers there, but what if it's abstract and it gives it to you with the ends? Okay. Shh. Now what you're doing is you're taking the number, like we took 8 and we subtracted 1, that's how we got 7. Then you subtract 1, you get 6, you subtract 1, you get 5, right? You keep subtracting 1. So technically, you can expand this into the 2 parts. See, you can expand this. Instead of going all the way down, you can just say this right here is 8 times 7 factorial. Right? Because this would just be 7 times 6 times 5 times, it's just going to be the rest of it. Okay? Hey guys, you need to pay attention. Or you can write this as 8 times 7 times 6 factorial. So if I can write it like that, now I have 2 factorial on the bottom and 6 factorial. I can just go like that. And that's way easier than writing the expanded form. You guys see that? Now you have something way more simple to simplify. Okay? Let's do that with these n's right here. Now this n, it would be n times what? N minus 1 factorial. Right? Because it's like here it was 7, then 8 minus 1, or I'm sorry, 8, then 8 minus 1, right? So I do n and n minus 1 over n minus 1 factorial. So what does this simplify to? N. Does that make sense?
Wait, how does n go to n minus
seconds? Okay. Now the first part, this is the most confusing part. Okay, now let's go back to our friend the 8. If I were to expand the 8, I go 8 times 7, and I subtract 1 times 6, and then I subtract 1 times 5, and I could stop right there and just put factorial, right? So for the n factorial, I could say this, n times n minus 1 factorial. Or I could keep going. I could say times n minus 2 factorial. You see how I just keep subtracting 1? Okay, so that's how I get that. All right.